What we are going to do, I think, is get some potters going. Lots of potters. Lots of jobs. There's lots of jobs. That'll use up a load of clay. If we don't get more clay from Tar, I'll open up trade for it again. But what we'll do, we'll just sing his praises for a bit, and he might fill it all up with clay again. So we're going to need somewhere to put the pots. Once we've made the pots, we need to put the pot somewhere. So what I used to do all those years ago was I used to have storage yards. Let me know if you did this, by the way. So I used to have storage yards because I tend to do this grouping of sort of towns. We've kind of got 3 little towns going, right? So what I would normally do is set up a storage yard in each of these areas, and it would hold like a quarter of pots, a quarter of paper, papyrus, a quarter of linen, right? A quarter of luxury goods, so that, you know, and yeah, okay, there were people all over the city trying to fill them up, but it meant that my citizens had everything that they needed. Did you ever do anything like that? Because I think we may need to start doing that with this pottery situation, and then I will be doing linen and I will be doing beer. So, because we need to get up to 4,000. Let's get up to 4,000. So we're going to need that kind of stuff happening, aren't we? So let's build this here, like so. And what we'll do, we'll actually accept none. We will get in a quarter fish here, right? So that we can make sure that when Patar wants to fill that up with jewels, he can totally do that. So what I'll do is I'll get this accepting quarter pots over here. So we're getting the fish in there because the fish has to go somewhere. Fish has to go somewhere. Mind you, we're doing so well for the wheat. Shall we just stop importing fish? Because the wheat's getting over here. The wheat's freaking getting over here. Look. Do you know what? F the fish. I've made a decision. F the fish. Right. Just stop with that. Don't empty it. Just don't. Yeah. Okay. I guess we could prep. So it would be linen, papyrus. You can have 4. They've already got all the luxury goods over here they'll ever need, right? Because so you don't need to worry about that. It's a beer, right? So as we start producing those, we'll start seeing this, and it means these people can get those goods in a timely manner, reasonably. Yes, I have people wandering around the city. Like, oh God, I have to go so far with all this nonsense, but I always found that it actually kind of worked. Do you know what I mean? So we need to do, that's the only place we can put pots at the moment. So we need, we are going to need a larger pot store over here. Where would be the best place for this? Me. We'll do these 2. It's looking a little weird, you know, a little weird. But accept none and accept none. This is a future me problem. This one is where we're going to do. We'll see. We may need to up it. But I'm sort of making sure that we don't have people with pots standing around. Right, this is the one we're going to start with the other supplies, right? So we're just sort of getting it ready, because they're going to need to swap out, right, with the luxury goods. I don't know if we're going to get that far, but and then we'll have the main pottery supply here, but we're going to want to make sure. I don't know how quick the pots are going to come out. We're going to have to judge that over time. I have to judge that over time for sure. Okay, good. So those pots go quite quickly because we've got to get a very quick supply out. We've got a lot of people to get that initial supply of pots out to, so it's going to be a while before we start seeing a backlog. Still, nobody's buying these. What was the point of this? What was the actual point of the sandstone granite thing? I suppose actually the Pharaoh did ask for some granite, didn't he? Once upon a time. Oh no, look at them. They don't complain though, do they? They don't even bother using the well. They work. They're working at the docks. They're working the architect post. Interesting. They seem pretty stable over there though, don't they? Won't worry about it. Shall we pull this path out now? So we've got some pots in here. They've gone straight out the door. And with pots being accepted here, it's going to be a while before we see pots here again. So we're going to keep an eye on that. They'll catch up eventually though, because we've got a lot of clay and we've got a lot of potters, haven't we? And I don't really like to start a new industry when I'm still trying to get one off the ground. So nowhere to put the bricks anymore. Right. Okay, well then you're just going to have to stop working. He's going to be there forever holding those bricks, I fear. Are the land routes still covered? Is there any way that we can find out if that's sort of resolved now and they're just not buying, or... Oh, where did we stop to export? We're not exporting the bricks! B! That'll be why then, isn't it? So now we might see some of these bricks shift. So when he's not standing there anymore, we'll turn on the industry again. For the time being, though, it means that all this clay is going into... Batard, could you possibly be so kind and fill the storage yard up with clay? I'd be ever so grateful. Oh, look! Yes! Industry back on. Nobody's working this storage yard for him to take the bricks. Ah. Brilliant. And there's no entertainment. That's the next industry we need to sort out. Forgot about that industry. That's the industry, isn't it? Right. Let's try and spread it out a bit though. We're going to put the dance school... I might put the palace there though. I'll put the dance school over here. Deliver. Yeah, okay. Let's quickly just turn this back on. Let's sort out those stores. Over here, I do feel a little bit rushed when it's up this fast. Let's get in a conservatory over here. We're going to pop that there. Okay. And then we'll get a juggler's school somewhere over here. They won't like that at all. They're not going to be keen on that either. But that might need to be where it goes. Let's get entertainment going then. So, hello. Let's do a big old bandstand if we can. Maybe we could move this. We could probably calm this down a bit, actually. If we get rid of this apothecary, we move this physician. Oh, you're really pleased, are you, Pharaoh? I'm pleased too. Let's pop in the physician here. A new one. Let's get rid of this. Let's get in. Will it fit there? Can totally make it fit here. How do we do it? Okay, I did that in the wrong place. Right, okay, ignore that. Ignore it. Here? It's beautiful. Okay. Let's get another bandstand. Get the big stuff in first, right? Get the big stuff in first. What we might do is put a bandstand right here. And then, you know, we can have houses all around here if we need to get up to that 4,000 thing. But let's just go with this. We've got a nice path here. Okay, I think this is going to be too small for a bandstand. So for a pavilion. So let's get a bandstand here. Have I been calling them bandstands? They're pavilions we've been putting in. We're now going to put in some bandstands. We're going to put in a bandstand right here. Actually, I hate that. Let's put in the bandstand there. Bandstand, we're upgrading. And let's get a bandstand in over here. You know what we might do is actually try and get it sort of here rather than the corner. There. Let's get in some jugglers. Now thinking about hot fuzz, you know, crusty jugglers. Let's get some crusty jugglers. We could help you out here, couldn't we? I feel like we could. We'll move this, and that roadblock's going to be in the way, as per. Just, you know. Now I feel like I've ripped you off because this will totally fit. I've done them a dirty. How can I get it to fit though? I've got to manipulate it to, oh yeah. Right, now you have all the freaking entertainment. So how are we doing? People are immigrating to the city. There are no unemployment problems. I don't think I've ever seen that message before. Don't think I've ever seen that before. We need to import clay. Clay, because we've got so much money. Right. We're going to import to maintain 1,500. I forgot we were exporting it. Jesus. Beer. We're starting to see the beer message. Excellent. Beer over here. Excellent. Do you know, all the same though, let's put in our plazas, right? Let's put in beautiful plazas. Yes. There we go. And now they go down there as well. Good. But they're quite happy with how pretty the place is. That's good. What about down here? Less so. Down here, they're pretty angry. What's going on? Desirability. What can we do? What can we do for them? Because this is the dock. They don't like the dock. That's miles away. Is it? It is employed. Okay, we can get in some. Ooh, brilliant. We can get in some. I'm just going to turn that on again. So we could get in. Oh, look. What did I do? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything yet. Well, they're very fickle around here, aren't they? No, I did. No, I did. I put in the plazas. You totally did that, B. If we could get them around here. Okay, what about like some gardens to sort of get us going? Oh, did something burn down here? What burnt? What was here? An apothecary? Holy smokes. We better replace that. Apothecary? An apothecary fell down. That's terrible news. We could get a larger garden in here, look. Oh, how do we turn that off? I don't want to see that icon. Thank you. It's that F button again. We could coax some more plazas around here now. Yeah, oh yeah. Trying to get this house right. Yeah. Pottery. We're seeing pottery. You'll get that in a minute because pottery is indeed available. It's upgrading. Desirability again. Okay. Would you like a statue? Would you like some nice gardens? A kingdom rating has risen. Is this now more desirable? Slightly, a little bit. Could we get... I want to get plazas up here, but I can't seem to do it. What's this? Okay. Nearby houses. We hate these houses. We might actually have to remove some. And given how many people are going to be moving into these larger houses, maybe we could afford to say, destroy this, put a garden in. And then we might be able to get some plazas here. No? Come on. No? Look at this house. It's pottery. That'll happen. The pottery will happen. A plaza! Oh, yes! I did it. Yes! That's what I was looking for. Now they want beer. What's going to happen, of course, is a lot of people are going to be moving in now. We're going to start getting a lot of immigrants to fill these houses because they've upgraded. We're going to get lots of people moving in. Oh, it's a bit juddery on the old moving there. And we're going to start seeing unemployment rise. With that unemployment, we want to invest it into beer. I'm wondering if we should also invest it into this gem industry. Do we build a jewelers here? Get a jewelers because we've got a little bit here. We've got a smidge, haven't we? We've got a smidge, and we could maybe possibly get another little mine in there. We'll see. We'll see how that goes with the gemstones. We'll keep an eye on that situation. Indeed we will. Now the beer, we're going to need to put down barley fields. What is this? I saw that. What we might do is build a little town up here, help these guys out, because we're going to need to use this up here for barley. Do you know what? Let's condense this. So if they're not particularly fertile, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's get in barley. Go 3 barley fields. And then we would need this. Well, and then we put a roadblock in it. Oh, why? Okay. And put in yeah. You. I don't want loads of houses here. But I was doing something. Maybe we could just go these kinds of houses instead. Keep them away from that granary. That might be good. Destroy all this. That's it. Come over here. That's it. And we will get you an apothecary because we do care. I know it doesn't feel like it. But we do. Little path here. Let's get in a physician. Good. Do you know what? We'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. Accept none. And then accept barley. All barley. You accept none. And then accept some beer. Can we... Let's see what routes we got. Buys. Does anybody buy pots? Salima. Okay. We're going pots. We're taking Chrissy's advice, everybody. We're going pots. Because we might be able to reduce some of the unemployment that's happening over here if we can go pots. We'll build 2 more pots. Right, 2 more pots. Donk, donk. We'll probably increase pots over here. Let's make sure that we are importing more clay. Import all the clay. That's a whole storage worth of clay, isn't it? That's an entire storage yard of clay. Patar might also give us some. Who knows? Here comes his lavish festival right now. Let's do one for Osiris. Okay. So we'll get that going. Now, to export pots. I don't know. I didn't check if they're coming by land or... land. Okay. Because that's been going well. I need to come in here. So if we export, I think it's going to be something like this. In order to keep pots supplied over here. Is it? Oh, you've got 700. 700 is a quarter. Is it? No, 800 is a quarter, is it not? 800 is a quarter. 800 is a quarter. So it's going to have to be a lot more than that. Isn't it? It's going to have to be a lot more than that. We've got... Or does it? No. Yes. No. Yes. It needs to be this. I think it needs to be that. At least for now. Right? Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good. Oh, look. The industry has started. We have some beer. Our first bit of beer. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Brilliant. It's not a lot of barley. Look, I'll build one more field. Maybe we could get a work thing down here. Should I have some entertainment? Some entertainment for you while you work. If they turn up, that is. I mean, if they turn up. Oh, they have beer! They have beer. We might not get into linen then. Will we need to get into local magistrates? Will we need, or if we just filled up this amount of houses? Yeah, but it's gonna need to evolve it. Look, we haven't even got to 2,000 yet, and we need to get to 4. So we might need to get into magistrates. Would you like to worship this god? If you're going to worship a god, I feel like it should be this one. We'll pop it there. Look. We won't put that road in. We won't put that road in. What we will do though is put in like a oh yeah, these must be from the Cleopatra one because I don't really recognise this. So this must be from Cleopatra, right? Oh, they're popping. They're popping. Desirability. Yeah, well, we can now get in. Look, a plaza. Oh. How are you feeling now? How you feeling now? Why is there a granite block over here? Because for a second, this accepted granite blocks. Wow, he's having a rough time. He's having a rough time. Wow. There's hardly any entertainment to be found. Yeah. I mean, it's there. It's just they're not using it. As far as I can tell. Is it just not enough of them? Just not enough. If I put in a crusty juggler. Would you like a crusty juggler? Would that help? Does that solve your engine? Let's have a look at some of these big statues. How much are they? 150. Like, we can totally have a butcher's, can't we? Totally have a butcher's. Look at this. Where do we put them? Who knows? They're crazy. They're crazy. Where? We might need some of this space. Let's just line them up here, shall we? Oh, the back's good too. They don't have to stay here. Just it's nice to have a look at them. Because these are new to me, these two. And then I know this one and this one. Yeah. So what would be a good industry? So there's the magistrates. It's the magistrates, isn't it? So why am I over here? Services. And we could get the town palace going, the family mansion. could totally do that. That's jobs as well, isn't it? Where's the magistrates? That's the police station. Courthouse. Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it? Courthouse and magistrates are the same. That's it. Okay, do you know what? We might actually pop it here. You've got magistrates. Happy now. Magistrates. Yeah? Magistrates. Okay. The thing is that, of course, something like the magistrates makes everything upgrade, which means more immigrants come in, which means unemployment goes up. So we need to increase jobs without expanding houses, which is we're going to get the palace down and whatnot. I do want to move this, I think, because I want the palace here. Bad luck is stalking the city, and some of your citizens have taken ill, caused by something in the water. Just hope that problem does not escalate. Somebody did something to the water. They poisoned the water hole. Outrageous. I'll do this. Wrong one. Yeah. Yeah. But we're going to pull out this and get in the town palace. Oh, the town palace fits perfectly here. Right, people, can you it's not. I didn't have a town palace before. I must have had something else. The village one. The town palace fits it perfectly. Look! And what we can do is we can put a police station either side. Oh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Excellent. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Oh, and it gives us information. 70%. No, 7%. So there's 70 people unemployed. It tells us the culture rate is all just right here. This is super useful. Excellent. I don't think we need to tax people, though. I don't think we need to do that. I need to live somewhere now. And I might enjoy the ocean over here somewhere. So let's get a family palace going. Yes. And I don't know how I'm going to get workers. So I guess these folks here, these good folk, will serve. There we go. And do I like any of these big statues myself? I kind of like this one. I do kind of like that one, actually. I do kind of like this one. But maybe we'll go for something a bit new, because this is kind of new, you know. Okay, if we favour this side like this, and then we can put in gardens, right? That kind of matches. Something like this. Actually, what we could do, we could put in like a medium garden. Yeah. Something like this. And we could put in scary face. Scary face statue. That's what we could do. And then what we need is like plazas. Okay. And now I'm drawing salary. It's great. I'm a royal scribe. That's what I am. I'm a royal scribe. So a few things have changed in the city. I was recording, but I also wasn't recording sound of my voice. So there's that. But not lots has changed. Let me take you through the changes. We do have some changes. I've not been going too long. Luckily, I caught it quite quick. So I've added a couple more. These were getting quite empty. So I've added a couple more mining places. We've started importing fish again because food has been a bit of an issue. So the biggest thing that we've done is add a lot of lettuce fields. We've reduced the wheat because sticks are out of control, and we're not getting in enough clay to cope with what we have here. So there's that. Lettuce we can export. I'm going to see about getting some more lettuce fields in shortly. But we currently need the food. We're quite low on food a lot of the time, so just trying to get the food situation in. We've expanded the housing down here. We've expanded the brewery industry, and we've also only just started. This is a brand new setup. It's in its very early stages, as you can see. I've only built a couple of papyrus makers at the moment. We've just set it to import reeds. I'm hoping that maybe one of these ships will come here soon. Oh, I need to set this actually to buy reeds. I haven't done that. Let's trade the reeds. I hadn't done that. Good. We got warehouses here for reeds and for papyrus. The reason I've gone for papyrus is one of our main focuses is getting our population up to 4,000. And a lot of these houses are saying that they need a scribe school for basic facilities rather than asking for linen. I thought they would want linen first, but they're not. They are absolutely going straight for scribe schools, so we're going to need papyrus. And as we need to increase the industry, I thought the population, the best thing is to also increase industry so they have jobs. So better to import the reeds, even though we can afford to import papyrus directly. Why not make them craft their own papyrus, and then that creates jobs, and it's cheaper to import, and we can export papyrus if we make far too much of it, which we may do. We've got plenty of space here. I tried to get a dock down here just to deal in papyrus, but you can't place docks down here. I'm guessing they won't send ships around here, so we are having to do it all through here, which is a bit of a shame because it's got to walk right across here. Not the best. Shall we see about getting these? It's always the way, isn't it? To try and get some lettuce fields. It's not really playing ball, is it? Let's just try to squeeze in. We're going to need to get a road up there. Good. So let's get a road. Oh, really? Let's get a road to you. Now we may need another work camp for that. We may need another work camp. We've got 2 work camps. We've got one down here, one here. Do we put one up here? Could we get workers for it? I feel like we would struggle to get workers for it, but I suppose, do you know what? It doesn't hurt to try. Now, what is the unemployment like? 9%. So it was at 4. We then needed workers. I've started up this industry. We're now 9% having issues. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. Always the way. Our culture rating isn't too far off. A few places to worship. So that's a good point, actually. We could get some temples here, right? Ooh, we could. I kind of wish I built these a bit further back, but here we are. So what I might do, I see about doing this. Pull out this road. It's not the best. Here comes some reeds, though. Oh, we've got... Oh, I forgot that we did that. Totally forgot. Okay. Do you know what? Let's accept none, accept none. Let's put accept all. And over here, we'll turn off the linen. Not empty. I mean, there's nothing in there to empty. Okay, let's do that. Oh, we could empty the reeds from here. Yes, I want them over here. Let's get rid of this path. Oh no, that's not what we want. Okay, so let's pop you in there. We will, I don't know, we'll pop you in there. Let's put in some Pretty gardens. Yeah. Let's get some plazas going. Just improve the desirability around here. As we delicately start our papyrus. Excellent. Good news. That is good news. We like good news. Good. Ah, I was hoping that would be enough to get in these. It was not. Okay, well, these are climbing. These are climbing. Not going to help the unemployment. It's gone down to 6%, but they're all coming in over here. We could probably get more papyrus going, couldn't we? Just sort of straight into it. Just keep that industry going. Can we? Yes. Now, they're not going to like these at all. Not at all. What we can do to try and offset it is beautification. If we pull this up here, pull this out, we're going to figure this out. There it is. Right. Then bring this path down here. Right, that will help that. Next of all, what about some statues here? Sort of some medium statues. There's one. We could see about, yeah, some... It's working, isn't it? It's totally working. Right, what's unemployment like? Because we've got a lot of people coming into this area. We've got some papyrus. We're going to let that build up a bit before we look at scribe schools, which will also provide jobs in all sorts of locations, to be fair. 6%, that's more sensible. Okay, that is more sensible. We're going to let this papyrus build up, and then we will build scribe schools, dot them about the place. With it, we're also going to build dentists, because there's been... Nobody's complained about not having a dentist, but in the screen here... Yeah, here, look. Not enough houses have access to a dentist. Better access would improve this rating. So, and we're almost there. We're almost there. To be honest, it's not so much the culture I'm worried about. It's trying to get to the 4,000 population, but do it in a balanced, sensible way, I think. Now, one thing that we could do is get a magistrates over here, couldn't we? Yes. Yes, Blarla. We could. Which one is it? The courthouse. That's it. Let's do that. And while it's got access to red, I'm just going to do that because it's weird. Otherwise, it looks weird. Didn't need that, but to function. This feels better. This feels more sensible. So we're going to pop that in. That will take up a bunch of workers. Indeed, it did. Good. And we can see here the bazaar and this water well. It's got very posh and fancy, hasn't it? It has. What's wrong with you? It's devolved. It doesn't have food. It's coming. Look, it's coming. We've not held festivals in a long time. Let's get going on the festivals. Try and help with this situation a little bit. What's that warning? The palace has been robbed. Even with all this police. Wow. So the answer to this isn't necessarily more police. Is to make sure that people have work, but at the same time, if I built more police stations, that would put work about. Do you know what we could do? I'd rather do something a bit more productive than putting in force. So let's put in some dentists. We will. This place already has a dentist. What are the chances? I want dentists. They have a dentist too. Do you have a dentist? No, you have a bunch of apothecaries. Because that was a problem. And it was a problem. I think you would like a dentist, wouldn't you? Would you like a dentist? Let's pop a dentist there for you. There you go. A dentist. Over here. I think you need them too. Yeah, do you know what? Let's pop one there. That looks good. Something collapsed here. I don't know what it was. Or caught fire or something. I'm not sure. So that worked. So now we are looking at libraries. We can't build libraries on this level. It is absolutely scribe schools for education. So that's what we're going to be looking at now. We are just shy of 3,000. We're going for 4,000, of course. This festival is on. Let's get one going for Qatar. That won't hurt, will it? That would be quite good. The question is where are we going to fit these scribe schools? What's the unemployment? Unemployment's 9%, right. Definitely worth trying to get some scribe schools in if we can. But these rocks are in the way. We're not going to be able to fit any scribe school. Maybe we could stick one here. We've got a garden here. What if instead... Is it this one? Yeah, look. Scribe school. We could do with a school over here. But where? Do you know what? Shall we? We've got 2 apothecaries because we had all sorts of plague problems. That's all resolved now. So let's remove their excessive... Oh, yeah. Oh. And it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, yeah. Oh, no, not here. Did I delete it? I did. So let's pop it there. We could do with the school up here. Now this statue once again is in the way. Do you know what? Actually, just behind the statue here might work for us. We'll pop it there. Can't see it, but it is there. Where would be good here? Really pack them in like sardines. I might move some of these facilities over here. So I might put the dentist there, the apothecary, and the architect post here. Get rid of these and put the scribe school here. There we go. I've got to be honest, I didn't really understand these figures. Maybe somebody could explain it to me in the comments. But import 31, is this the cost? Maybe if I go to the top, it doesn't say. Is this the price of goods? It costs 31 gold, is that per 100 reeds? And we would sell it for 23 if we were to sell reeds per 100. Is that what that says here? I'm not entirely sure. And also something else, and also help me with something else. This stuff, these numbers is how much they're willing to trade, right? Now, is this how much they're willing to trade? It's not overall, is it? Is this in a particular period? And what period is that? Is that a month? Or is it over a larger period of time? I've never been quite sure of that. And actually, me learning that would be really good. Would it not? It feels like it would be good for me to learn that. I mean, they would never buy that in a month. So that's not it, is it? It's not this a month. Because the months go by really quickly. Maybe it is over time. Because we can see here that we have fulfilled 1,600. Is that 1,600 in a certain period of time, or is that overall? And it could be overall, couldn't it? And that when they reach 2,500, they just stop buying and they'll focus more on the gems. But then we've sold way more than 100 bricks. I know that we have. So I guess it just happens. It might be a time thing. Oh, we've got a new land route. Sells clay. They buy beer. They buy papyrus. Let's open that. Yes. That's new. Oh, Men-Nefer as well. Sells papyrus. Buys lettuce. and jewels and stuff. Let's get that. Yeah, anyway, if somebody could explain to me what those numbers actually mean. So we can see everything's coming off the fields. We still do have a little bit of lettuce here. That's a good sign, right? That is a good sign. Over here, all the fish is gone, but we still have stuff over here. Okay. This is good. This is good. What's the unemployment like now? 9%. Still very high, actually. It is actually still very high. I'm surprised we haven't been robbed more, frankly. So our physicians are perfect. Dentists are excellent, but they're not perfect. Our scribe schools are perfect. Okay, all of our entertainment is. The gods are happy. We are sort of into potentially tax offices. We could put in a couple more dentists. Where unemployment has skyrocketed to 10%. I feel, and we need to get another 1,000 residents in. Let's look at linen, and I think I will put it here because it's sort of surrounded by these 3 neighborhoods, and I'm hoping that might deal with I'm assuming that a lot of the unemployment is around this area, particularly as we've got a lot of these spacious apartments, which has a lot of occupants. Now, of course, doing the linen industry does mean that these will upgrade again, which means lots more people come in. But we do need more people. So let's work on that industry without building housing for it, I think. We are starting with this. I haven't arranged any imports or anything yet. I'm just seeing if we can get people in these locations and working. Look at this. Flashy, isn't it? Very nice. Oh, look, here come more reeds. Here come more reeds. We do need them. Right. You're in. We are getting some production round here. Oh, yeah. What have you done? The jewels again, right. I don't want to turn this industry off. Because we have an unemployment problem. Okay. What we'll do, we'll get accept all. And over here, do that because we've already set up to accept linen in lots of other locations. We are going to arrange to trade here. This doesn't have any workers in it. This work camp doesn't have any workers in it. And it seems to me that we are struggling to get people up to the ends of the field. Let's see if we that would help take up a bunch of jobs. Would they go to the field? I know they'd have a long journey because we do have them coming in here, look, to get to the end. I'm hoping it's a lot of flax. Now we've lost a lot of this farming season through my mucking around. I've put this back to barley. I've put in another chickpea down here. We're keeping this at 1 straw. We've put in a whole bunch of flax fields over here. It takes some time to get here, but these are now all operating. So hopefully next season this will be better. Let's hold a festival to Osiris to make sure that we have some good floods and whatnot. And then hopefully, because I've noticed as well that we have absolutely run out of barley. So upping the barley amount and doing so near them feels like a good idea. And we will start getting flax in here. And if we overproduce linen, again, we can export linen. And if we just keep producing more and more flax, we can also produce more and more jobs here. We could also, you know, do pockets of linen industry, even over here in different places. We could do a bit of linen over here. Wow, we really did import the reeds. It's no joke. We need to produce a lot of jobs. Oh look, we finally sold a bunch of these stone blocks. So this is it's nice when this starts. I like it when we get here, and then it adds linen and stuff, and you just sort of have a bit of all the good stuff. It's nice. Good. So we are getting that linen industry going without really upping the population. And look, there we go. Unemployment is down to 2%. This is fantastic. So I'm going to let that settle a little bit. Don't want to build too much too quick. We want to, because all this is coming off now. We want to see how this goes. We can see that actually we don't have enough home for all the lettuce. So if I was to build another granary, that would be good, wouldn't it? I think so.
If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.